Hey friends. So my name's Ange and this is a message for Lena Moxon, but it's also for anyone who this message lands with. So I haven't spoken yet to Lena about the impacts that her 6-week weight loss mindset transformation course has had on me. And I think because it's been, it's kind of all been unfolding since I've done it, and I've still been doing the work, but I had a really big, not an aha moment, but a big moment last week that I wanted to share with you. So in January, I obviously did that course. It was a 6-week course. And I was in a massive funk, and I had been following Lena, and obviously, you know, Lena provides so much value and so much gold, and her videos really spoke to me. And she was obviously talking about her mindset transformation course, and I knew that it was what I needed. I was in a massive funk. I was in my own way in every single area of my life, and I had these huge limiting beliefs that were just holding me back in every area. So that course really spoke to me. And look, that course was around weight loss mindset transformation, but I knew that it would totally roll over into every area of my life. So personally, in my relationships, in my business, for me it wasn't about weight loss. So I did that 6-week course, and I loved every minute of that, because Lena has this way of busting in and just saying, what the fuck are you doing, girl? Like, she wants to see you be fully expressed, as she calls it. She wants to see you shining, as the brightest human being that you can. And it's really interesting because I've done loads of personal and professional development and have done great things, but you kind of, you go to those courses and you do the work and you come home and you're encouraged, but no one kicks you up the butt like she does. And it was really interesting because I didn't know what to expect from her course. I was thinking it's probably going to be like really full on. I was fully committed to that. But then when we jumped in, it was this really powerful and jam-packed content, and we would get onto, videos, and we would do a lot of the work in those times. And we would also come away and we would do some, work, because some of the stuff requires some pretty heavy contemplation. And she gave us the space to do that. So there could be like a week in between or until the next, live call that we did or video that we did. And she would also do bits and pieces like in between, little snippets and things like that. But she really gave us the space to do the heavy work, to do the big contemplations and really grow from this. And I loved that. And I remember one week, Lena's very intuitive. She put out a message saying, I'm feeling like you girls or people, you need the time to just to do this properly. And I think she gave us another 3 days or something until the next part. And we did. I felt that. I was like, I felt so much support in being given the space to do this work properly, because so many times when you attend a course, it's really fast paced, you get amazing information, you take heaps of notes, and you come back home and you've got to do the work. And life's busy. Like, life can be crazy, and I don't think we get the most out of it. But having the space to do the deep dive into the work was such a blessing. So it's been 4 months since we've finished, and the work's continued. Lena continues to pour into you and provide so much amazing stuff for us to continue to grow. And I felt like one of my biggest revelations right in the moment of doing that course was around learning who I truly was, because the person I believed that I wasn't me. It was based on everything I had ever been told I was by everybody else. And last week, Lena did a video, and she was talking about big love. She was talking about her relationship and 5 years in, and that huge love and sexual chemistry and feeling fully expressed in her relationship. And I was like, yeah, wow. And she was encouraging, that love is out there. If you don't have that love, go and find it, because it's there. And I could really, really relate to it because I went through the same experience. So I was in a relationship, I was really unhappy. And I remember saying to my mum, that love that I'm looking for, like that massive, big love that's just everything, is that even a thing? And I remember her saying, yeah, it is. And I left my relationship and I found that big love. And that was about 15 or 16 years ago. And so when Lena was talking last week and saying, you know, if you don't have that big love, you know, it's there for you, go and find it. I sat there and I thought, I had that big love. And for the last 4 or 5 years, that big love has been love, but it hasn't been that massive love, fully expressed, vibrant out there because of circumstances. So I'm not going to share my husband's personal story of the last few years, but things have been a little bit hard, and there's been a little bit of a loss of connection in that space. So the last 4 or 5 months we've been particularly, you know, working through that. And so when Lena was speaking about, you know, big love and connection and sexual chemistry, and if you haven't got that, go and find it because it's there. I was thinking, oh my gosh, like I know this. I once, you know, found that big love, and I don't want to go looking for that love because I know that it's here. I love my husband just as much as I always have, even from the very beginning. And I'm like, what is this? And it took me a few days, and I had this moment in the car, and it literally like hit me like a lightning bolt, and I sat there and I sobbed. And I was like, that big love is right there. It's right in front of you. It's still there. The only thing in the way is you. Because we've rebuilt this, and he's done the work and built the trust, and I'm still there just telling myself this old story. And that's the magic that Lena teaches us, is that when you have or you behave in old ways, that you recognize it and you say to yourself, I've dealt with this shit. I've worked through this already. And you know, that big love for me is right there. I just have to get out of the fucking way. And it was such a moment. And it just made me realize that if we do the work, and if we have someone like Lena who is going to be the platform for everything that she has learned and the money that she has spent in learning the skills that she does, if she provides a platform and we do the work, we can transform so quickly. Oh my gosh. So if you're listening and you've been watching Lena talk, or you've been looking at her talking about her, you know, mindset transformation, you know, program or anything like that, just say yes. Even if you feel like it's no, just say yes, because it's calling you for a reason, and no one else is going to pour into you like Lena does. She's just next level. You're going to get to the bottom of everything that's, you know, holding you back. So just say yes.